Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back with another video, and today we're back on Star Rail. You already know, and I hope you're having a good day today. If you're not having a good day, I hope your day gets better. So, before we even get started, I was gonna say, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You just hit it. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now in this game, I am currently trying to get my Nihility characters ready. I'm getting them ready, y'all, because Kafka's on the way in about 12 days, so I'm getting them ready. I'm getting built up. I'm on that wave. We're gonna try to get them built up so that they can actually do stuff when she drops. As you can see, my sample is here. He's level 50. The other characters above him are on the way to 60, but he is gonna be on his way to 60 as well. I just need to convert and I can ascend him at any point. But we're gonna get them ready because I'll be honest, I do want to make an Annihilator team. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of capping. Like, in older PV games of this sort, I love the idea. I like the Annihilator. I like debuffs. Debuffs are fun in my opinion. I love debuffing an enemy to death. I think it's very, very fun to do. I do like it. I can't act like I don't. So I don't know why I was really sleeping on Kafka. Like, I dislike her playstyle, because I don't. I really don't. I actually enjoy it. That's probably my favorite way to fight enemies in any kind of turn-based RPG there is. That's the way. I love it. That's how I beat Final Fantasy 13 when it originally dropped. I tried to go in with regular raw DPS. It did not work. And I still remember the end of the last name boss. His name is Bartandus. And I remember I chose freaking what was her name? Vanille? Not, is it Vanille? I don't know. I chose someone, and I just stacked a whole bunch of poison debuffs on this man. Boy, he died so fast. So yeah, I was capping on Kafka, and we're currently building for Kafka whenever she drops. I know that was a very long intro to get into what we're actually talking about today, but I was just letting y'all know what I was doing in the meantime. If you're wondering what I'm grinding, what I'm using my stamina for, it's for my Annihilator character at the moment. But this video is to talk about what Jing Yuan could have been. Now, I feel like when you're talking with Jing Yuan, this is the, it's not a problem, but this is like the usage, the character usage optimization, and the ease to use, right? I have two things unlocked for Jing Yuan. I have two Eidolons on Jing Yuan, and he is harder to use than Blade. And when I say harder to use, I am partly talking damage. I'm also talking like ready to go. It didn't take that much thinking. Ease to use in an actual game. Blade at E0 is better than my Jing Yuan at E2. Now, I will say I do personally think that my Jing Yuan's like his stuff could be better. His stuff could be better. That's very true. His things could be better. His relics could be better. But the thing about these two is just the Lightning Lord. It's the Lightning Lord's action. That's the problem here. As great as the Lightning Lord is, it's kind of like his whole thing is, you know how we have to take so long to get our ultimates, right? And without the ultimates, your characters are all kind of, a lot of the characters in the game are very bare bones. Just follow me for a second, right? You do so much to get your ult, you finally get your ult and you pop it, and now you're waiting for the next ult. But the problem with Jing Yuan is that you're waiting for two things for him to do anything. You're waiting for his ult, which doesn't even really do much damage. Let's be honest, it really doesn't. And you're waiting on the Lightning Lord. And that's the problem with Jing Yuan. He has too many stipulations to do very, very normal damage. That's the problem with Jing. Now, what I think he should have done, in my opinion, I don't think that the Lightning Lord should have had this, max 10 stacks. I think he should have just dropped at 10 stacks. Because it just simply would make him more valuable. Jing Yuan, when he's hitting 10, great. But for the more normal player, you're hitting 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, and 7. Sorry. Those are what you're probably hitting more normally, are those. Now, obviously, like, that's the, there's a couple characters in this game that, they have little, like, gimmicks to them. And Jing Yuan's gimmick is, you get his 10 by activating his skill and his ult, and you can get 10. And then, people are like, oh, you can max out his speed. And you gotta max out his speed, and, you can get 2 turns before Lightning Lord ever acts and everything. And it's like, yes, well, all that is very, very, very true. That's just the point about the problem with Jing Yuan. That you do all this mid-max. You want the crit rate because you want each hit to crit. You want the crit damage. Because without it, you're not doing that much damage. So like mine is pretty bad with the crit rate, crit damage that I have. I need higher crit damage. Because this just isn't cutting for the damage department. You need to raise your attack as well. You need high speed to get him to act. And all of that, it's just, I don't understand why they gave him so many stipulations. Now, what I think they could do to make him better, or I think how he should have dropped, is 1, he should have dropped with the 10. I don't think he should have to build. I think he should just do 10. It's the Lightning Lord. Why does he have to do 10? And then I just got done watching the trailer, and this is what sparked me to say the whole thing. I just got done watching, they made it show this little gameplay trailer. Well, not the gameplay, but just like, his gameplay trailer, when he's like on the chessboard and everything. They literally have this man fighting Mara-struck enemies in his character trailer and like the actual like little cinematic trailer as well. Fighting Mara-struck. I feel like it was a missed opportunity to not give him the ability to kill Mara-struck enemies with the Lightning Lord. Am I the only one that thinks he should be able, and maybe it should be across his whole board? Let me check his idolin just to make sure it's not in here. No, it's not in there. In my opinion, this is what makes him better. If he drops 10 stacks all the time, he's always at 10. And he kills Mara-struck enemies. You got a pretty decent character. And if not Mara-struck, and they wanted to make him heavily future-proof. Now, obviously, there will be supports. We don't know what kind of supports we're getting, and I'm going to get into what support I think they could drop to make him better, but that will also make some other characters better and still kind of put him in the shadow, but I digress. You give him the ability to just kill, or to prevent, let me rephrase that. When Jing Yuan kills an enemy, he prevents death effects. I don't know. It's just something about, look at him, y'all. He breathes power. So I think it would have been really cool. Just because, like I said, he fought his master and he ended up killing her with a single stroke. And she was Mara-struck and she did not revive. Now obviously she was in the process of turning, and maybe, just fully turn before, she's fully Mara-struck and, revives and everything. I don't know that much about the lore, but you get my point. Outside of like the deep lore, I'm just saying, based off of him doing that and also the gameplay trailer, he's fighting Mara-struck. The least I think they could have done was have him, when killing Mara-struck enemies, they do not revive. Period. And to make him future-proof, like I said, when Jing Yuan kills enemies, their death effects are negated. I think that would put him in a different position. It would make him far more valuable than what he is. And his spot as an erudition character, along with the rest of the erudition characters, wouldn't be so vulnerable right now. Because why run Jing Yuan when you can just run Blade? And that's the biggest thing right now. What can Jing Yuan do that Blade cannot? Nothing. There is nothing that Jing Yuan can do outside of the fact that he's providing you with lightning damage that he cannot do better, plus more. He heals himself. He's doing the follow-up attacks. We don't need to go over how much Blade does. He does so much. And yes, now you can probably argue that a maxed out Jing Yuan and a maxed out Blade, ult for ult or Lightning Lord to ult, Lightning Lord will probably do more damage. But you gotta think about how fast you can run through 5 stacks of proccing Blade, getting ult, and you can just proc that so fast sometimes that it's crazy. Especially if you're going in one turn against a whole bunch of enemies and you're just getting smacked up. As Blade, he's guaranteed can act. He's acting faster than Yuan ever will. Just that's just what it is. He's acting faster, and that's why you see a lot of people say that he's better. But this isn't about Blade. This is what I think would have had him in a competition against Blade if he had those things. If he could kill, start off 10 stacks, he negates negative effects, it wouldn't be such an easy argument, you know? You'd be like, oh, you could just use Blade to do all those things. Like, oh, but Blade doesn't kill immediately. He doesn't stop death effects, while Jing Yuan does. That would put him in the running. But, like I said, this is just talking. And obviously, these are things that they just would never do. I'm just talking. I just like to talk. And lastly, when it comes to, is Jing Yuan completely written off? I don't think so. I think they will end up dropping some kind of supports that make characters of his type better, whether it be follow-up attacks or specifically erudition. But I don't feel like they ever drop past, let's say, buff erudition, buff nihility. Now maybe they will, but I feel like if more than anything they will do buff follow-up attacks. And I'm thinking of a character of now obviously this is just me thinking at the max. I don't have time to think of the either like a smaller set, but a support character that provides something like lets your characters activate their follow-up attacks now, something along those lines, like that, like speeds up follow attacks. So when you're playing with Jing Yuan, when you're playing with, come on, where's the other? Is it Herda? Yeah, when you're playing with Herda, instead of having to do her stacks of like, I don't actually know what triggers her follow-up attack. But I know like Kimiko, for example, you know, the amount of shield you breaks will trigger up her follow-up attack. But they bring out a support that just says somewhere, whether it be a talent or something, I don't know what it would be, but something is like, hey, activate your follow-up attack. Like something like Braun. You know how Braun brings your character forward? It's all like, you choose to select an ally and they activate their follow-up attack, period. Wherever they are, they activate. Now, obviously, we have to be a little bit more tweaked because that doesn't necessarily help Jing Yuan, because if you're only at 5 stacks, then that's a weak follow-up. But something where it's all like, provides them with max. And that's the only thing about Jing Yuan's follow-up, is that his follow-up is a little bit different because he has to stack. His stacks equal damage, where everybody else's stacks equal follow-up. Jing Yuan's stacks don't equal the follow-up attack. His stacks equal damage. That's like the only problem. So, like I said, it would have to be tweaked out and actually thought about a little bit more. But I think that is how he does get helped out, is when you do bring up a character that makes his follow-up attack activate turn like now, rather than him Lightning Lord being all the way at the bottom of your list. Because no matter how fast you make Jing Yuan, Lightning Lord is probably at the bottom of your list no matter what. And if you could bring a support character out that can pull Lightning Lord up from where he is, and it's like, act now, I think you have a very, very good character on your hands. But that's just my thoughts to how to make him better. You know, I still like him. Wish he was better than what he was, because just truth be told, I do think he in my teams he's edged out by Blade. I will not be revisiting my Jing Yuan for a while until I build out the rest of my team, and then I will come back to him, because the thing is, you really need 2 DPSs, and Jing Yuan was my DPS, and now that I have Blade, he is, for me, my better DPS, so therefore Jing Yuan is taking the back burner while I level up the rest of my support and things like that. But I hope you have fun with you and have fun, and this is what I'm having fun with. And I would like to have fun with Jing Yuan, and I will end up making him better so that I can bring him back onto my team. It's just right now he's not built, and I just feel like Blade is better, so that's why I use Blade over him. But that's really all I have to say. Let me know how you feel. Let me know which characters you wish did more than what they did. We don't have that many 5 stars to really talk about, honestly, but those are just my thoughts on Jing Yuan. Like I said, there's obviously, I'm going to throw it out there right now, if you made it this far. Keep in mind, there's nothing right or wrong about what I'm saying. There's nothing right or wrong about what you're going to say. I'm just talking. These are just ideas. We're just talking here. Calm down. You don't need to kill me for thinking what I'm thinking. I'm not going to kill you for thinking what you're thinking. We're just talking. Let's talk. We don't need to crucify each other for having opinions. Just want to throw it out there. But with all that being said, thank you for watching if you watch. I appreciate y'all. Drop a like on the video if you liked it, and comment something down below. And also, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.